Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of Autism Vlogs. Now, originally this was going to be about a different topic, but just back my last video was about talking about my experiences with anxiety and depression. I said maybe in this video I can talk about something similar, which is experiences with something else that I had that is evolved from my autism, which is ADD, which, if you don't know, stand for attention dyslexic disorder. Anyways, now, I don't have a official diagnosis of ADD, but that's the same goes as my anxiety and depression. I don't have an official diagnosis for those. I know that I have ADD, not ADHD, because I can be hyperactive, but that has come from my repetitive behavior. That's not necessarily anything to do I have. It's just proof I have ADHD. I'm ADD because I had difficulty paying attention. Half of it to do with my autism. Like every time I'm usually in class, I am when we're doing work, I'm often thinking about things that I am obsessed with and paying less attention to what is my class is talking about. Whatever they're talking about, like if it's math or this is a language arts class or science. And well, if it is science or history class, I would probably take more an interest in it. But math or reading, I often feel more kind of like not. It's not getting my attention. Because I don't have an official diagnosis of ADD, attention dyslexic disorder, or whatever you want to call it. It's just I'm undiagnosed with it. I just have a I just know I am pretty much kind of consider ADD, well, because of my autism. Usually when we're reading a book in class, I'm not paying attention. I'm like thinking about things a lot and off in my own world, my own head, because of my autism. And I kind of half the time a little bit of the time I pay attention. Like I'm figuring that where the page number they're on, but sometimes they're like on like a page, like the back page or something like that. And, that frequently happens a lot. Sometimes if I'm like, I have my Chromebook and something with my Chromebook or something, or my phone, I'll be on focusing on that more oftenly. I can't pay attention to what is going on in the class. It's very common ADD. Other things I would probably bring up that kind of prove I have ADD is that I can be really, as I said in my first episode about my social interaction problems. Usually I can't. It's sometimes hard for me to be well talkative, but at the same time as I'm not talkative because of my autism, I am quite talkative because of my ADD. I am, sometimes when I'm when I see the particular person, I can't really think of a word I can say first. A person like and when I for example think of the word hello or something, I'm not sure can I say that to that particular person. Yeah, it's just sometimes kind of goes to a refusal refusal, a refusing kind of mode to me, in my head. But yeah, and sometimes, but there are times, because of my ADD, I feel very talkative to somebody. It depends on what, it depends about a certain topic I like. And like I said, um, my second episode about repetitive movements and obsessions, I like to talk about, I like to ask people questions. And that's also something I forgot to bring up in my social interaction video. And that the only way for me to socialize properly is to ask questions. Because that always comes in my head. Now that's kind of like an interesting thing about ADD and autism being mixed is that, okay, you got autism, in which you're less social, and you got ADD or ADHD. They also have the same symptom here, in which you're kind of, talking, really well talkative and all that crap. Of course, like I just said already, I constantly ask questions, and that's how it makes me talkative. And I even go into giving people facts about something that also that also kind of makes me a talkative person. The only way I am talkative, and I depend a lot of times when someone if a teacher come by and I ask that particular teacher a question, they'll tell me to focus on whatever we're doing. Like, for example, we're doing a math worksheet, focus on the work, And it's the same with, I just science classes and, yeah, like with arts classes. I have more focusing on something I want to ask them about and tell them about. I want to tell them something and show them something, I'm more focused on that. That kind of comes in common with my ADD issues that is evolved by my autism. It's coincidentally that I keep saying that I forget to say things in my previous video, which of course I did, in my previous videos, of course I do. That's another common thing in my ADD problem, is that I keep constantly forgetting things. It's pretty frequent for me to do though. I remember back in when I was in the 9th grade, there was one guy, he had his arm broken, and I literally he explained why he had his arm broke. He explained why he had his arm broke, and it was from football. And he explained it, and I literally did not even pay attention. I had the first hour, and then a few hours later, when I had him fourth hour, I also had my fourth hour class. I asked him, "Hey, how you break your arm again?" I didn't say again. I said, "Hey, how you break your arm?" And he looked at me and he said, "I just said it in the first hour." And I said, I just didn't remember. He just maybe said, "Oh, you just don't pay attention." Yeah, he said that himself. He said, "I just don't pay attention." Yeah, I just really have all this attention problems because of my ADD. It's mixed with autism. I can't really say that a lot. Another thing about another story I want to bring up about my ADD issue is that back when I was in the 6th grade, I was quite annoying. And now this is the whole thing. Back to the whole thing of me being talkative. I was also being annoying a bit in my freshman year. People didn't didn't like to be around me, and he kept saying, "Oh, you're so annoying." It's just this kid kind of away from me, you know. It's kind of gotten better later that year, you know. I kind of became more, you know, less annoying with how I'm talking to people. I just didn't, and another thing, I keep constantly asking questions, which is part of my ADD and autism mix issues, you know. You know, back in 6th grade, it was actually more worse. Like, I was behaving like a dog, a wild stray dog. Like, I was not, you know, not paying attention to what we're doing. I was more like goofing around, you know, that type of behavior in class. They're, you know, common, you know, sign of ADD there. Now, as years go by with my, you know, behavior of annoyingness, it's kind of gotten better, you know, like, I'm better with how my condition, with my, you know, attention dyslexic problems, issues, and, you know, my problems with autism, you know, with, you know, being poor social communication and social interaction, communications, and, you know, uncontrollable in how I am with my repetitive movements and, you know, obsessive behavior, you know, it's gotten better as years come by, you know. As now I'm a junior in high school, you know, I'm lesser than what I am like back when I was in 6th grade or 9th grade, you know, I'm quieter and all that. So yeah, best shit I do. Anyways, that's basically all I can say about this topic, ADD, which is essentially involved with my autism. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and stay tuned for my next video is going to be about high syntheses. Yeah, syntheses, if I'm saying it right. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, I'm gonna